I don't know how to fix my hair for a birthday hat. I've never had to do it before. But like, this is bad.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to drive in it. Can we just get a good smile in for the people? Do you want to explain the situation to them, or should I?
You explain it, and I'll jump in if I have anything to add.
Today's Brad's birthday. So last night was Valentine's Day, so we were all just hanging out doing stuff for Valentine's Day. And then it was like getting late and it came close to midnight and we started drinking to celebrate Brad's birthday, and then Brad ended up getting really drunk and then took them forever to get his shit together this morning so we could get on the road.
Nap time.
Nap time my ass. It's more like sleep all day time.
No, it's only 11. I woke up at like 10:15.
We had plans to leave like first thing this morning, but as normal, those plans got completely shot down. So now it's noon and we're just getting started with our day, but today's your actual birthday.
Yeah.
So chances are today's gonna be a short day. Beverages that need drinking and birthdays that need celebrating.
Big facts.
Big facts. Either way, we gotta start on today. So today we are doing a top secret mission. It won't really be top secret by the time the videos come out, but on Instagram and everything, I'm calling it a top secret mission because I don't want anybody to know about it.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Honestly, I didn't even think of where we're putting this thing we got here. Emerson, your complex is freaking tight, dude. This is a tight ass space. Okay, so the windows are extra moist and I can't really see the trailer. So if we hit something, it's a good thing we got insurance. Ah, you know what? That looks good enough to me. Oh no, no. This is actually like one of the saddest things I've seen in a long time. If his mom's home right now, we're gonna scare the absolute hell out of her. Hello? I think we're in the clear.
What if he has any snacks?
Yeah, dude, I could use a snack. I'm sure Emily wouldn't mind if we had a couple snacks while we were in here. So right now Emerson's going through this a little bit of like a change where he could see literally his toolbox that was in the garage for the longest time is in his kitchen right now because he's waiting. He's getting a work truck where he's gonna end up putting this toolbox in the work truck, but it's just taking a while for his work truck to like come in or become his officially or whatever, however it works. So like his toolbox is sitting in the kitchen. He has 240 parts laying around inside of his house because he doesn't want to put them, he has nowhere else to put them. And his car is out front covered in tarps, and it's just like, he's working a lot. He literally called me yesterday when he got off work and it was 5, just after 5. He worked 11 hours yesterday and he was like, dude, this is like the earliest I've been off all week. He's like, like all week, he said he worked way past what he was supposed to. He was working like 12, 13, 14 hours all week long. So he's in the spot where he doesn't want to bring his car to the warehouse because he knows he doesn't have the time to work on it. And he's respectful, which I appreciate. And he doesn't want to just dump it at the warehouse and then it's in my way and it doesn't run and parts are everywhere. And he doesn't want to be a dick and do that because he knows he doesn't have the time to work on it. Are you still snacking on things? Dude, Emily's going to watch this and she's not going to invite you back over.
No, Emily will love that I'm eating for snacks.
Can we make a formal ask to Emily? Can we have a Korean barbecue soon?
Yes, I would enjoy that.
Emily, can we do a Korean barbecue soon? Like, I haven't had one in a while and I miss it. Anyways, he's just super unmotivated. Like, this is just, it's not a good situation for him. So this weekend, him and Morgan, and I was actually supposed to go with Courtney. They're going to a Joe Coy, I was gonna say concert, but it's not a concert. It's like a comedy thing. They're going to like see Joe Coy. And I was gonna go, I ended up backing out, and my new plan is we're robbing this car from his house, we're taking it to the warehouse, and we're gonna get as much as physically possible done to this car, and hopefully just give it to him, a running car, and then he doesn't have to worry about it. He's not here, so he doesn't know, so he can't like nitpick little things, or he can't say like, oh no, I don't want you to do it. He has no choice. We're stealing it, we're taking it to the warehouse, and we're getting it done. Emerson, I hope you're excited when you see this. I hope when you come home, you're fired up. And I hope you had a good weekend. It is a lot later in the day than we planned. It's like already 5 o'clock. It took forever to get this thing on the trailer. But I think we stole everything from his house. We got boxes full of like, this just has random things in it. Engine parts. We have his old engine. We got body parts. We got intercooler, rad. We got another bin full of parts in the hatch. And absolutely nothing going on in the front end. For those of you guys that are new or you don't know what this car is, or for those of you guys that do know what this car is, but you're just curious like, what the hell is going on? Because I'm pretty sure that most people don't actually really know. This is Emerson's 240. This thing was a part of the channel for a very long time. And exactly a year ago this month in February, we were completely building it. We boosted the KA. We were in Calgary, coming home from Calgary at Driven last year. Yeah. And she went boom.
She blew.
We had just gotten it back from paint right before we went to Calgary. And the paint job wasn't the best. So he's like, before we even build anything else, can we just take it back and give it back to paint? We ended up giving it back. They did whatever they did. They painted the engine bay completely black. It was red before. Yeah. I like this. This is nice. And he's just never had the time to rebuild it. So for the last like 8-9 months probably, ever since he took it away, it's just been sitting in his driveway like that, like just a poor mess. But this is his old motor. We took it all apart, like completely dissected every single piece, and we don't know what happened. So I'm thinking it's just a hairline fracture somewhere in the block or the head or something. The head itself was destroyed. I think I showed you that. So what Emerson knows is that we picked up this motor because he bought it. This is another KA. It's good, healthy, strong. And basically we're just gonna use like the core. We're just gonna use the head and the block and then everything that was already on his. A lot of work, and then we gotta put it all back. We gotta get it all back in the car. Hot gals!
Hi!
Hi!
I come bearing gifts.
Is this gasket kit?
Gasket kit and a gasket.
Nice. I'm gonna let Brad just start on this. He's gonna take off, I don't know, alternators and all the, this was a good motor, just the block or the head, one of them is pooched. As soon as you move these lines, whoever did it never moved the lines. So I'm gonna touch up, I just broke the clip. I'm gonna touch up a little bit of black paint right here. You want to show them what you found last night?
When we pulled off the oil pan, there was a whole bunch of stuff in the pickup tube. Like when I took off the oil pan, I like heard metal shavings like and shaking around. And then we found all of this stuff inside.
Which is, look at this, there's a key ring. There was literally a key ring in the oil pickup.
Not a good place for it.
Not where it belongs, no. Not at all,
Like
dude.
there's some decent sized pieces of aluminum.
So we found all this stuff, there's like little aluminum chunks and stuff. Initially, we kind of like, were panicking because we're like, something's wrong. But what we kind of decided probably happened is that this engine has a new head. From our knowledge of what happened with this motor, because we bought it off somebody used, obviously. The head was replaced, and just looking at it, you can tell that like the head is clean and has been done very, very recently, and the block isn't. Emerson's was the exact same way. If you look at his block and then you look at his head, he got his head completely rebuilt. I'm assuming, since we couldn't find anything in the actual block, that the head went, and those are pieces of aluminum from the head. We're gonna just try to get it running, and if it runs, then we're good. And if we have issues, we'll try to solve them. But the plus side is we have the lift now, so if we need to do like bearings, you can just drop the oil pan and do bearings on the lift with the engine in the car. You don't have to do this to do bearings anymore. So that's a huge pro. Essentially, we need this thing to be done. So I could name steps for you, but it doesn't matter because literally everything has to get put back. No idea what I was doing. I just watched a video, followed like a tutorial to get it done. We have it all done, but he's missing a section of these little plates that like basically tighten and loosen to allow this to spin on the inside. I went and looked for it and I literally can't find it anywhere. The only thing I do know is I'm gonna have to pull up a photo of his old turbo setup because I don't know where this guy goes. Like clips onto here. But then I guess it kind of just depends where your hot side is facing. Oh, maybe it goes like this. Oh my God, that's the piece. Dude, I can't believe that. I'm so dumb. No way. So obviously I put these in the wrong spot. We aren't missing any pieces, baby. Thank God. Now, of course, the real test on a turbo after you kind of like rebuild it like this, you need to blow into it to try and get this wheel to spin. If you can blow in it, then get this wheel to spin, and then as soon as you stop blowing, it should make a blow-off sound, and if it does make a blow-off sound, then you've successfully rebuilt your turbo. So follow regular procedure. I don't, like Emerson, I don't want this to blow up on you, so. Whoa, it works, baby! Hell yeah! Update. Just to no, tell them the excuses you were just giving me. Come on, they want to hear it.
Okay, I thought I didn't have a 12 point because I had this inside here. This thing was inside there, and I was looking, and I'm like, I'm peeking under. All I see, if you look, all you can see is that 12.
And it's missing.
And it's missing. I'm like, I don't have a deep 12. As soon as you take this thing out,
boom,
deep
there's
12.
the 12. But that's not important. What's the important part?
that I sent everybody out to go get one.
Yeah, the girls have been out for the last 20 minutes running around, and it's Sunday, it's 5 o'clock, so everything's closed. And they've been running around store to store trying to get this, and you had it the whole time.
We're gonna tell them this was in the bottom. We found it. It was like behind this thing. It was down there. That's what we're gonna tell them until they see the video. And then everybody's gonna be mad at me.
Okay, what have you been doing over here though?
I took off the head, changed the gasket. I scraped it, cleaned it, made the mating surfaces nice. I put the ARP head studs in, got all the washers, all the nuts, all looped up. I just need to torque it now.
Nice, and nothing looked bad, eh? Like I'm assuming that aluminum that we found was probably, like we said, from an old block.
Exactly,
like this head looks good, and you said there was cross hatching on the thing, so it's obviously been done pretty recently.
Yeah.
And then like we're closer than it looks. Like once this is on, we just start slapping things together. We've already have them all. They're already all plumbed.
Exactly.
Like you know what I mean? It saves a lot of time. So
This
that's
is the
good.
hardest part.
Yeah, this is definitely the hardest part, and we're making it happen. Like it doesn't look like I've made much progress, and I feel like tonight's gonna be a lot longer of a night than we were planning on it being. I had to pull literally every single fuse out of both these fuse boxes to get it through this. I never took it out. Emerson did, so I guess that's how we got it out, because there's literally no other way. So then I zip tied this thing up here. I don't know if that's gonna clear the fender. I might have to adjust it. But I tried to get it up to the point where like the metal is coming underneath it so he won't ever rub through it. Put all the wiring harness across here, and then this, I don't exactly remember how he had it mounted. So we got this overflow, and then this kind of hovered right here. I think I will leave this out, this over here, and all this kind of stuff just out of the way for now though, because then when we drop the engine in, we have like max room. Like we have the option to have the most amount of room possible.
Yeah.
We should take it. We're just trying to have a nice trip and go to Wendy's and get some Frosties, chicken nuggets. And what happens, Brad? What? You have short-term memory loss. What happens?
The milkshake machine got turned off an hour before they closed. Who does that?
That's not even what I was talking about.
What happened?
We're driving home from Wendy's, and Emerson calls me, and he's like, what car do you have at the shop? And I'm like, I don't know, what are you talking about? And he's like, is that my car? And I'm like, what? And apparently Courtney sent a Snapchat streak with his car in the background. And I just tried to pawn it off, so we have a whole new game plan now, because we had like this idea of how we were gonna kind of like surprise him tomorrow. And basically what I told him was that 240 that I showed you in the last video that's out there in the parking lot, I told him that we traded that for another 240. I wouldn't believe me. I told him no, but if I was him, I wouldn't believe me. So like, I'm sure he has a good idea now that Courtney kind of pooched it a little bit. We tried to play it off as good as we can, and we'll try to keep it played off as good as we can. Either way, he's gonna get back and he's gonna be hyped. His car's gonna be done. I pulled a bunch of wires through this little grommet that Emerson had here. This is all just like stuff he ran. I got a bunch more stuff kind of just cleaned up, plumbed, kind of ready here in the engine bay. And then there was a couple issues with this. Like we had to retap all these things for the valve cover because they were all stripped and ruined. Brad completely assembled the rest of everything else. We're pretty much ready to go. Like we pretty much just have final stages of assembly now. Like we gotta put the valve cover on here, some gaskets. Front main seal was bad. We found out that it's like super pooched. And it's like already 11 o'clock on a Sunday, and then tomorrow's a holiday. So we're really hoping we can find one just so that when he gets here it's running. We don't have his like brake fluid reservoir or his clutch thingamahooer, so we can't really do anything as far as like driving it because we can't stop it or put it in gear or anything, but we can get it running. Can we just start putting the valve cover on and the other stuffs, or what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
New Giskettis for you? I'm gonna slap those on the where are you going, guy? Put it on that. You can put it on there. Not like what I normally do, but hey, I appreciate you for doing it your way. So you put this one in the head, or the valve cover, but you put the other one on the head?
Yeah. Now you can just plop this right up instead
right.
of juggling the seal.
It's okay. See, I feel like this is the part where I would have preferred the Gisket to already be on there.
Take it off! Dude,
We're already rolling.
it's killing me. You, the guy she tells you not to worry about. Gonna be hurt, guys. And we're in.
Hell yeah, bro!
Oh, wait, never mind.
Dude, that sucked.
I dropped.
And you know what the beautiful part of this is?
We're on a lift.
We can jack it up and just...
Oh, dude, I'm so fired up about that.
All right, you want me to let all the weight off? Off the straps?
See what happens.
Yes, you can.
There you go.
She is.
Hell yeah, baby.
Oh my God, what happened to my camera?
Well, it probably timed out. We've been doing this for a long time. This was like the longest engine putting on the transmission experience extravaganza I think I've ever had in my life. Get your sweet bunions out of there and let's jack this thing up.
It's on record. You got bunions.
Yeah, you do have bunions. You do have bunions. Dude, the 240 has an engine. It's been like a year. It's been May. It's been 10 months, dude. 10 months is a long time to have this thing sitting around doing nothing. Having this lift is like the actual best thing we've ever done. Like, we don't have to lay on the floor
No, I know.
to put tranny bolts in. I'm fired up. I'm also finding a lot of like really weird wires and stuff that are hanging.
Okay, so the problem that I'm seeing, that's on the wrong side.
Look at all this.
We're gonna have to drop the tranny and then fish it back over.
Drop the tranny.
We'll drop the tranny
Seems
mount.
like a very unrealistic goal.
No, we'll
No.
put the bolts in, then we'll just take the tranny mount out.
We'll just slip it up and over the front.
Yeah.
I can also say that this is the first time that we've been at the warehouse this late, other than the time we did like the handcuff challenge and we were here all night. This is the first time, what time is it now? Like almost 3? We haven't done just like a 3 o'clock in forever. I think the last time we did like a late night like this, like we were up to like 3 or whatever time, I think it was when we dipped the Civ. So when we dipped the Civic, we were up to like 3 and then we came back the next morning and did it all day.
And I can't get this.
Take a breather.
I offered to get it like 4 times.
Yeah, well, I'm not a little bitch. I thought I could handle my own weight, but apparently I can't.
By your temper tantrum, you seem like a little bitch.
Alright, I'm gonna try the next one. Maybe I'll have better success with this one. Woo, tight tighten them.
Yeah.
Dude, shut up.
He got it in like 0.2 seconds.
Well, I got it started.
You did it. The bolt was in my hand.
Cool, so we are in. This is like actually kind of impressive. We were really hoping to get this thing started and running, and we basically just, when Emerson comes here, whether he knows it's his car or not at this point, I don't care. What matters is he's gonna come here and we're gonna have done this for him to kind of like help him jumpstart getting his car back on the road and finishing everything up he needs to do. I really wanna get it running. So we messaged a couple 240 guys in like 240 groups, trying to see if they have any of the front main seals. And then if we don't hear anything, like Lordco opens at like 7:30 tomorrow, if they're even open because it's a holiday. So hopefully they're open tomorrow and we can go get one of these seals. But I think today we accomplished a hell of a lot. Like we really did most of it today. Yesterday was mainly just getting the car here. 3:42 is where we're timing out for this today. Problem is we don't know when Emerson is coming back tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of this video, dude. It feels really good to have the 240 back. Like I didn't realize how much I missed it until we had it back. I hated you for so long. I still kind of do. But I also love you. And I'm happy you're home. That's what we're gonna call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed. Can we just question what is happening right here? This guy's got a jerry can and he's putting gas in his car at the gas station from a jerry can. Why is there a toothbrush in your turbo box, bro?
I just want you to hold this. Just make yourself useful.
Make myself, boy. This is what it's like to be the YouTuber's friend, eh? Holding the camera while they work?
Yeah.
It's a good gig. It's easy.